Good morning to one and all present here. First of all, I introduce myself. I am Miss Manisha Girkar, working as an assistant professor in our institute. Today, I am going to teach you, or I am going to explain the subjects of your semester 1. There are 6 subjects in our syllabus. In your syllabus for semester 1, human anatomy and physiology 1, then pharmaceutical analysis 1, then pharmaceutics 1, pharmaceutical inorganic chemistry, communication skill, and remedial biology or remedial maths. And practical subject human anatomy and physiology 1, then pharmaceutics 1, then pharmaceutical analysis 1, pharmaceutical inorganic chemistry, then communication skill, and also the remedial biology practical. These are the subjects. These are the 6 subjects you have to study in semester 1. Then we will see the marking system for this subject. First, for human anatomy and physiology, the continuous mode for 10 marks, then sessional examination for 15 marks, that is, it is total 25, and end semester it is 75 marks, it means total 100 marks. I am repeating, the continuous mode for 10 marks, then sessional examination 15 marks, that is internal assessment, it is of total 25 marks, and your semester examination it is of 75 marks, it means it is total 100 marks. In continuous mode it is divided into, continuous what? Attendance for 4 marks for attendance, then second any 3 activity, it means quiz, assignment, test, group discussion, any 3 activity for 3 marks, and tutorial for 3 marks. It is continuous mode, that is total 10 marks. Attendance, any 3 activity, and tutorial 4 plus 3 plus 3, that is 10 marks. And sessional exam, there are 2 sessional examination, first sessional for 15 marks and second for 15 marks. Here the mean of sessional 1 and sessional 2, that is 15. It means the internal assessment, that is 10 plus 15, it is total 25 marks. This marking system is same for human anatomy and physiology, then pharmaceutical organic, then pharmaceutical inorganic chemistry, then human anatomy and physiology, then pharmaceutics, and so these are the main subject having same marking system: human anatomy and physiology, then pharmaceutical analysis, pharmaceutics 1, and pharmaceutical inorganic chemistry. Then marking system for other subject is changed. Then we will see, or we will discuss the syllabus of our subject. From out of these 6 subjects, I am going to teach you pharmaceutics 1 theory as well as practical. So what is code of pharmaceutics 1 theory? That is BP103T. Yes, out of this 6 subject, I am going to teach you the pharmaceutics 1 subject theory as well as practical. So code of this pharmaceutics 1 theory, it is BP103T. We will see, or we will discuss the syllabus. Before that, what is pharmacy? Yes, Yes, what is pharmacy? It is the formulation and the preparation of medicine, or the preparation and also the dispensing of medicine. It is simply the definition of, or we can define the pharmacy. So what is scope of pharmaceutics? We will see the scope of pharmaceutics. This core subject is designed, it means the pharmaceutics subject is designed to impart the fundamental knowledge on the preparation or the preparatory of pharmacy with art and the science for preparing the different dosage forms or the different medicines. So objective of this subject, first objective, upon completion of the subject, the student should be able to explain or able to first to know the history of profession of pharmacy. It means what? जेव्हा तुम्ही फार्मास्युटिक्स 1 सब्जेक्ट शिकाल तेव्हा तुम्हाला कुठल्या गोष्टी समजतील. फर्स्ट दॅट इज हिस्ट्री ऑफ प्रोफेशन ऑफ फार्मसी. देन सेकंड थिंग, understand the basics of different dosage form. For example, tablet, capsule. Yes, example of dosage form: tablet, capsule, then syrup, emulsion, suspension. Now understand the basics of different dosage forms, then pharmaceutical incompatibilities and the various pharmaceutical calculations. Then third objective, understand the professional way of handling the prescription. So what is prescription? It means what? It is the written order given by the doctor. Yes, to understand the professional way of handling of prescription. Then next, last objective, the preparation of various conventional dosage forms. Any example? Yes, as I said earlier, examples of dosage form: tablet, capsule. It means solid dosage form. It may be solid dosage form, or it may be liquid dosage form, or it may be semi-solid dosage form. So these are the few objectives of pharmaceutics subject. We will see the syllabus of this subject. There are 5 units in your syllabus. The unit 1 and unit 2, these units for sessional 1 examination, then unit 3 and unit 4 for sessional 2nd examination, and all units, unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4 and unit 5, all 5 units for your end semester examination. I am repeating, the unit 1 and unit 2 for sessional 1 examination, then unit 3 and unit 4 for 2nd sessional examination, unit 3 and unit 4 for 2nd sectional examination, and all units, it means unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4 and unit 5, all 5 units for your end semester examination. Are you getting the exam pattern of this subject? Yes, that is continuous mode of the internal assessment. It is of total 25 marks. The 25 कसे डिवाइड केले तर that first for 10 marks continuous mode and 15 marks for your sessional examination. In unit 1 we will see the history of pharmacy, then career opportunities in pharmacy, then various pharmacopoeias, whether it is IP, that is Indian Pharmacopoeia, or BP, or the ASP, or the extra pharmacopoeia. Then also we will see the dosage form introduction as well as different classification of dosage forms, and also along with definition of each and every dosage form. Yes, as I said earlier, example of dosage form: semi-solid dosage form, liquid dosage form, or the solid dosage form. Then we will see the prescription. Yes, what is prescription? It is written order given by the doctor. Simply prescription, it means what? It is written order given by the doctor. Then posology. In posology there are different factors. Then dose calculation. There are different dose calculation which are based upon age, then based upon body weight, and the based upon body surface area. Posology means what? Simply it is science study of dose calculation. Then in unit second, the pharmaceutical calculation, different systems of calculation, weight and measure. That first, empirical system and metric system. Then different calculation which are involved in percentage solution. Then different method, alligation method, proof spirit method. Then next, that is powder. In powder we will see in detail definition of powder, then classification of powder, advantages of powder, then different classifications of powder, then also different official preparations of powder, for example dusting powder, effervescent powder, then hygroscopic powder, then also eutectic mixtures and the geometric dilutions. In third point, in unit second, the liquid dosage form. In liquid dosage form, we will see the advantages of liquid dosage form, disadvantages of liquid dosage form, then various excipients which are used in liquid dosage form, and then also the solubility enhancement technique which are used in liquid dosage form. Then next, that is unit 3. In unit 3, monophasic liquid dosage form, biphasic liquid dosage form. Monophasic, it means what? It contains only one phase. And biphasic, it means it contains two phases. For example, oil and water. As you know, oil and water, pani and tel, is the best example of biphasic liquid dosage form. In monophasic, there are different dosage form. The preparation of gargles, mouthwash, throat paint, eye drop, nasal drop, syrup, enemas, elixir, liniment and lotions. In biphasic, we will see the suspension and also emulsion. Same, the in detail account of suspension, that is definition, advantages, disadvantages, classification of suspension, then different preparations of suspension, then types of suspension, and important, that is stability problems of suspension and methods that are used to overcome the problems of stability of suspension. Then emulsion, the definition of emulsion, then classification of emulsion, then different classification of emulsifying agents, then identification tests that are used for type of emulsion, and the methods of preparation of emulsion, and same, that is the stability problems of emulsion, and also the which methods are used to overcome the stability problems of emulsion. Then next, that is unit 4, suppositories. In suppositories, we will see the definition, types of suppositories, then advantages of suppositories, then different bases that are used in formulation of suppositories, then the different methods that are used in preparation of suppositories, then various calculations in suppository, and also the evaluation of suppository. And next, that is pharmaceutical incompatibility. In that, we will see the definition, basic types, and the classification of or the different types of incompatibilities along with examples. In unit 5, that is last unit, we will see the semi-solid dosage form. In semi-solid dosage form, we will see the definitions, then different classification, then mechanisms, then different factors that are affecting on the dermal penetration. Then we will see the preparations of ointment, then preparation of cream, paste, and preparation of gel. And last point, that is the excipients which are, we will see in detail, that is excipients which are used in semi-solid dosage form. And last, that is evaluation of or the different evaluation methods of semi-solid dosage form. So this is all about our syllabus, that is the syllabus of our pharmaceutics 1. In next lecture we will see one by one.